it's now time to put everything together and develop something interesting. The application we are going to develop will show name and the gender. The user will provide its name and select the gender. Here we are using the combo box control and then click on the add name button. And so the name and the gender will be added to the list. Our application will also have some names from the beginning. So as the application starts, some names are loaded into the application. And after that, the user has an option to provide its name and add the name to the list. For example, Julia, the gender is female, and click on the add name. You can see Julia is added to the list. In addition, we will have filtration options. Males text box will show all the males, female, female, and all will show all the person in the list. So this is the project we are going to program in this chapter. Let's move on. Let's start with the GUI. Drag to label the control is the first label, make a copy like this. The text of the first label is name and the second label is gender. Now drag a text box to read the name. This is our first text box and we only need one text box. Change the properties. The name of the text box is TBX. Name, change the font option from 9 to 12. Now drag a combo box to here. The name of the combo box is, let's say, combo gender. Increase the font size to 12. And now we need a button to add the record. This, put the button here. The name of the button is BTN add, and finally the name. Add, check this add name, set the size like this. And now we need a list box to show the names. This is our list box. Like this. Change the name of the list box. LBX show name and the font. And finally, we need 3 ready buttons. Copy and paste and paste. So here we have ready buttons. The first one is for male option. The name is radio, male, and the text is male. The second one is for female, so the text is female, and the name is radio, female, and the last one is for all the records, and the name is radio, all, right? Our GUI is ready and it's now time to code. Double click on the form to generate the form load event. And in the code, you can see I have already created 2 variables, the list collection variable and the string array variable. The list collection already has some records, and this is the format we are going to use, the name, column, and the gender. And for the combo box, we have gender array. As the form loads, we will initialize our application. So let's initialize the combo box, combo, gender, items, add range, and provide the gender array to it. When the genders male and females are added to the combo box, we are going to make one gender default. So combo gender selected index. Let's make the first one, the male one, default. So the combo box is initialized with the gender, and now we will insert the predefined data in the list box using the data source. So initialize list box with the data source LBX data source, and the data source is name of our list is name list. Like this. So initial setup is done. When the application starts, we'll see the gender in the combo box. So let's run the application and check the output. Answer is the output. Here we have the names coming from the list, and the answer is the output. Here we have the names coming from the list, the combo box initialized, and the option mail is default. Let's now program the add name functionality. So on the GUI, double click on the button to generate the click event. When the button is clicked, we will simply read the name from the name text box, and then we will select the value from the combo box. Let's call the variable gender input. The name of the combo box is combo gender selected items to string, right? Now both the inputs are in the program. We don't need to validate the gender input because we've already made one gender default. And in the properties of the combo, we can make our combo read only. So drop down style should be drop down list. So one gender is default and automatically selected. So there must be something in this variable. But this name variable we need to control. So in an if statement, we would simply say is null or empty. If the name variable is not null or empty, we are going to insert the data in our name list. And when we insert, we need to think about this format. The name first, like this, and the colon, and the gender input. So as you add the name to the name list, we must update our GUI. And for that, you know what do we do? You can create a method here, update GUI, like this. Remove the data source from the form or the ListBox, and then attach it again. That's it. And now call the method right under the add operation. That's it. Our add function is program. Let's run the program and check the output. So here we go. Put a name. Let's say Adam. The gender is male. Click add, and no success. It means there is something wrong with our code. Why we are not coming inside this if statement? Yes, here is the error or the bug. There should be not null or empty, right? We forgot the not sign. So let's run the program. It should work now. Provide a name, Adam, gender is male, it's working. Let's provide another name, Lisa, gender is female, and it's working. Right? So we can add names to the list. It's now time for the filtration option. So let's code the redo button and finalize the application. Back to the designer, select all the redo buttons, go inside the event list, and the event we need is checked change. Name the event like radio gender underscore checked change. Press enter. Now this option gonna be interesting. We have 3 radio buttons and one can be checked at a time. So we need 3 if statement, and here we can code if else if radio male female dot checked, and the last one is radio all dot checked. Now when the radio male is checked, we will simply loop through our list, and when we loop through, we will pick a component from the list, for example the first component, and we'll apply the split method using the colon character, and then investigate the second part, which is the gender part. So let's see how do we do that. In the event method, we are going to create a temporary list, restore the genders. Let's call it temp name new. It's a string like this. And now the main option. Here we are going to loop through our main list, right? But before looping through the list, we can simply check a condition to find out if the list has any name or not, right? So if the list count is greater than 0, that means there is something in the list. There are names in the list. And now we will simply look through the list and we'll break the components. Let's have a string array because the result of the split method is a string array as the several substrings are returned by the split method. We can call the array split name like this, and to the name list of E, we can call split, and our split character is colon, right? So we are looping through and splitting the components into parts, name, and gender. So this string array has two parts or two components. The first component, which is at index 0, is the name component, and the second component, which is at index 1, is the male component. And now we will investigate only the component which is at index 1. If that component equals male, that means we have found a person which is male. And then we will simply save that person in this temporary list. So temp name dot add name list E. That's it. When the loop has gone through our name list, we will have all the male components in this temporary list. And now outside of this operation, we will update our GUI. So on the list, we will call data source. We will detach the data source like this. And now we will apply this temporary name list, temp name like this. And the same operation we will program for the female radio button. Only the condition should be female. And for the all radio button, we will simply call the update GUI method. Update GUI will simply detach the data source and then attach our main list. And our main list contains all the record, right? Male and female. So the radio buttons are now programmed and I hope they will work. Let's run the program and check the output. Add some more record. Let's say Adam. Adam is male and Lisa. Lisa is female. Let's have Julia, which is female. Now select the male option. Now you can see we have filtered out all the females and here we have the list of the males. Now select the female. Here you see all the females. Click the all. Here you see all the names or the complete list. So my friends, in this chapter, we developed an interest application and try to code a practical application using the list collection, the list box, and other controls. In our next lecture, we will study another control to display large amount of data, and that control is list view.